Hello, everyone. So today we're going to be looking at family factors, but specifically looking at civil/marital status, as well as socioeconomic background. So let's get started. So here is an outline of our presentation. So we are going to define family factors, civil/marital status, and socioeconomic backgrounds, which can include poverty. In addition, we're going to provide you the historical evolution of these issues, and we're going to lay out different perspectives in regards to positive and negatives about civil/marital status and socioeconomic backgrounds.
We will begin by defining some concepts. There are three family factors to consider. A family factor can include a social, environmental, or family circumstance that can potentially affect the child. The first factor is single parenting. This occurs when a child has only one caretaker. The next factor is domestic violence, which is aggressive behavior seen at home. The third and last family factor can include any stressful event that children may be exposed to at home. Next, we will continue with marital status. Marital status is the state of being married, unmarried, separated, or divorced. Lastly, we have socioeconomic status, also known as SES. SES is a social position determined by a person's salary, employment position, and education attainment. This concludes the definitions of our lesson.
Marital status historical evolution. In 2015, there were 2,221,579 marriages and 800,909 divorces. And in 2014, there were 2,140,272 marriages and 813,862 divorces. From the years 2000 to 2015, marriage rates averaged at about 2 million and divorce rates averaged about 800,000, while the 2016 and 2017 rates have not yet been recorded. Here you can see college graduation rates and how marital status affects them. For example, 36% of students received a bachelor's degree when their parents were married, and only 16% received a bachelor's when they had married stepfamily. How family factors influence grades. From this chart, you can see how students' grades are affected from their different family factors. For instance, students whose parents' marriage is intact have an average GPA of 2.9 in English and math, while students who have divorced parents have a GPA of 2.6. Socioeconomic historical evolution. In 2015, 13.3% were below the poverty line, and in 2014, 15.2% were below the poverty line, as well as in 2013, 14.6% were below the poverty line. From 2000 to 2015, poverty rates have ranged from 11.6% to 15.8%.
Civil/marital status is an important issue and can be seen in two different ways. So while most American children still live with both of their biological or adoptive parents, family structures have become more diverse in recent years, and living arrangements have grown increasingly complex. So if two parents decide to split and become single parents, this could negatively affect their children. Their child may become rebellious and not show up to school, which could increase in dropout and truancy rates. The child may exhibit different behavioral issues, such as extreme aggression, anxiety, or depression, and may lash out at parents, students, or any other person. Additionally, the child may not want to show up to school or not effectively learn in the classroom, which may hurt their standardized test scores and GPA, which would hurt them when applying for college or for finding a career. Additionally, children who's lost a parent could exhibit the similar effects as a divorced household. They may have a decrease in academic achievement because they are still mourning or grieving a parent and not show up to class. Additionally, there could be other social and emotional developments which could negatively hurt the child. Even though divorced households may seem to hurt children involved, this is not necessarily the case. Studies have shown that children are extremely resilient when it comes to hardships. Therefore, if the parents continue to support their children equally, this could help their child adjusting to the new family structure. Additionally, if parents split amicably, their children might not be as emotionally stunted as families that have a gruesome divorce. In addition, having a good support system is extremely important, whether it involves parents, teachers, friends, family, or anyone who serves as a positive influence. Research has also shown that children who come from single households have increased responsibility, which can be seen positively. Children who understand responsibility can also be very successful in the classroom, and therefore helps them succeed academically. Lastly, many children who come from single-parent households do obtain academic success. With the right tools, children can succeed in life and have a successful story.
Social economic status varies from family to family. However, research has revealed a link between socioeconomic status and student learning outcomes. One negative factor that stems from a child's family being of low socioeconomic status is lack of parent involvement at the school. This can be seen when parents fail to attend yearly parent-teacher conferences, open house, back-to-school night, or even their own child's extracurricular activities. A lack of parent involvement could ultimately lead the child to lose motivation and to not excel in their academics. Also, parents from low socioeconomic status often lack knowledge or education. They oftentimes are unfamiliar with the public resources or opportunities that could help their child succeed with their academics. Lastly, conflicting work schedules and transportation issues are seen in families of low socioeconomic status. Parents may have the willingness to participate in their school's events, but many face barriers such as conflicting work schedules, or they may be unable to get to locations because of transportation issues. On the other hand, families coming from middle to high levels of socioeconomic status may see the same factors as positive influences for their child's student learning. For instance, parental involvement such as PTA throughout the year, or simply attending those parent-teacher conferences and other school-related events could help the child feel support and motivation to do their best in their academics. Research also found that parents who had obtained a higher education themselves frequently informed their children that they expected them to graduate from high school and expressed a strong desire for them to pursue higher education. This can be seen as beneficial for children since they are being reminded of the end goal and that their parents thought so highly of their abilities to reach those goals. Finally, it has been said that when a child grows up in a middle to high socioeconomic household, they are being provided with the complementary resources to survive. Typically, two-parent families is among the best functioning household because it allows for household resources to be provided by one parent and economic resources by the other. The child in this case would not have to stress over the family's living situations or other obstacles that could be seen in single-parent households or low socioeconomic households. They are ultimately given the prime resources to survive and to strive and succeed in their academics.
Next, I will provide a summary of our lesson. It is important to define what each term means in order to understand the phenomena as a whole. First, we noted that children can be affected both positively and negatively. A large impact has to do with parents' approach and how they go about their situation. It is essential to realize that all children can be successful, but statistics do show that there may be hardships throughout the way. We also showed historical evolution of marital status and socioeconomic status. These show how they came to be and how the concepts became an aspect to factor when thinking about children in our classroom. Lastly, we provided different perspectives of each factor in order to show that there are positive and negative outcomes. Additionally, we hope to show awareness by demonstrating what statistics currently include. In conclusion, learning to identify family factors can help the classroom setting by knowing how students could be potentially affected and finding what is the best way to help students learn. Identifying socioeconomic status can help understand students' backgrounds as well. For instance, Teachers who identify students with low socioeconomic background can potentially include activities that would help their students by providing school materials when they know students can't afford them. Overall, knowing how to identify these factors can improve the class setting.
So this slide shows our group members' roles. So as you can see, we were either an editor, a secretary, a checker, or a designer. And the slide also shows who created which slides and who also recorded which slides. So this slide shows our references. So I really hope that you learn more about family factors and specifically understand how civil/marital status and socioeconomic backgrounds affect children in our education system. Thank you for watching.